Hi. For the last couple months, when I would be using a Google search or using my phone to research some different things, it seemed like Home Depot was kind of sniping in. It would say, "Hey, we'd like to know exactly where you are. Are you into that?" And I kept just like swiping no, no, no. This was happening for a couple months, and I was like, what in the world? It's the only app that I've ever had that just keeps trying to find out exactly where I am. Well, I looked into my apps, and I had it set on something that your apps have three kinds of settings. Maybe you know this. I kind of knew it, but I didn't take it seriously. One is that it'll use your location when you're using the app. Another is it'll ask you when it thinks it might be useful for it to be tracking where you are. Or the third is it'll do it all the time. And really there's a fourth, and that would be that you don't let it track you at all. And so I hadn't realized that. But as I thought about it, so I turned it on to when I used the app, and it still did some weird stuff. So I just finally basically said, just quit tracking me. But when I thought about it, and sometimes prayers like that. Some people, like a God awareness app. Some people want it just when they need it. And it's like, when I need you, when I want to use you, like an app, I'd like you to tune in to me and we can have communion. Other people want God to initiate. It's when He asks you, like you're walking along and you're hoping that He's going to overwhelm you with insight for somebody or something that He wants to give you in terms of wisdom, and you're waiting for Him to ask you. But I would suggest it's best to have your communion with God, your prayer app, set on all the time. That you're practicing God's presence wherever you are. Even right now. You take a few moments, take a few breaths. Father, I receive your presence. I want to walk with you. I invite you into my life all the time. When we live in that kind of a dynamic, we move from an I to a we reality. I'm never alone anymore. He's always tracking me, and I am seeking to always track with Him. Many people don't acknowledge God. It's like they got their app off. But I want to encourage you, move beyond that. Move beyond the idea that I'll want God when I want Him. I want Him to know where I am when I turn on the app, my prayer app, whether that's quiet time or when I'm in great need and I seek Him, I want Him to be there for me. Let's move beyond that. Let's even move beyond that we're wanting God to move into our life when He wants to. Let's move into a state where we are practicing His presence in good times and in bad times. Learning to be still, learning to recognize His voice as it comes up within us, learning to recognize His voice and His insights through others and circumstance and His Word, that the app is always on. On your phone, when the app's always on, it might drain your battery. But I want to tell you, in your life, when you are always being tracked by God and you are always seeking to track God, your battery is being recharged. So today, how's your app set? Let's track with God all the time. Let Him track with us. Have a great day. Bye-bye.